What's up, everybody? Today we're gonna do a binder showcase. Now, tell me if you guys see something different in my binders. You know, you may want to pause this just for a second. Okay, look to my left. My left, this side. I revised my Dodger binder. Yeah, I revised it. I've decided that I no longer want to collect every Dodger card possible. I've decided that I'm gonna collect only the Topps card. That's it, only doing Topps runs. And the reason for that is because these binders right here were getting too thick, way too thick, especially with all the modern stuff, you know, from like 2000s, late 2000s, 18, 19, 20, all that stuff. It's just so much product out there, guys. It's overwhelming. And you know what? I just decided to trim down and revise my Dodger albums just a little bit, and just do the Topps run. So we're going to open up the binders. I'm going to go through each and one of these cards because I actually changed the binder necks as well. I put new cards on there with new themes. Each binder is a different theme. I'll explain all that to you guys in a minute. But that's what we're doing. By the way, I have a lot of new binder themes. A lot. So I have a lot of great ideas going on right now. I'm like all over the place. I'm enjoying my baseball cards. It's a lot of fun, guys. It's a lot of fun. So let's talk about this Dodger binder real quick. Alright guys, so these are my Dodger binders. If you've been following my channel, then you know these cards weren't on these binder necks at all. Okay, so I'm doing different themes here. With the exception of this one, because I don't really have any cards from the 1950s that I have in my sets right now. Any doubles or low grade stuff other than this 54 Bowman. And you guys all know I love low grade baseball cards for a reason. We can play arts and crafts. You can see all these little marks on this one. Definitely low grade. You can see the Gil Hodges, how it's all cut. In fact, let me take a step back real quick. All these cards that you see, they're all low grade, but very nice eye appeal. Okay, one of the reasons why I love low grade baseball cards is for that reason. Play arts and crafts, and you can do all sorts of stuff because it's already low grade. You don't have to worry about it being damaged. Okay, so speaking of which, let's talk about these binders, and I'm gonna open them up in a little bit. Okay. This one's going to be pretty much my pre-1959, anything I have from the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, whatever I decide to collect. It's all going to be in the Brooklyn binder. I do have other stuff in there as well. Again, I'll share that in a minute. This is my Gil Hodges from my 1960s. So what I'm doing here is 1960 through 69. Walter Alston, 70 through 79. Ron Cey, 80 through 89. Tommy Lasorda, 90 through 99. I got Adrian Beltre, 2000s and 2009s, Matt Kemp for 2010 to 2019, 2020 for Clayton Kershaw up until the present, and I do have a spare binder. Okay, now the reason why I did this is because I was getting overwhelmed with all this Dodger product, and each one of these binders were really thick. It was getting pretty hard inserting cards in there, so I decided to revise my Dodger collection just a little bit, make it simple. Just do the Topps runs for the most part, with the exception of, you know, some of the vintage stuff. And I think some of the 80s stuff too. I think I got donruss and Fleer on the early 80s, which is fine with me. I'm okay with that because they're not making any more product from 1980. Unlike the 2000s, 10s, 20s, and so forth, where Topps has just way too much product. And yeah, all this side was getting, you know, pretty much overwhelming. Originally, what I was doing was 90 through 95, 96 through 2000s, 2000 to 2005. And as you can see, I was running out of binder space. Now that I have a spare one, we'll keep that for the, you know, 2030, which is a long time from now. So they say, because time flies. I got an open binder, and yeah, I got a spare binder. So whenever I reach that point, you know, I can start filling that one up because I really don't have any space to add another Dodger binder. If by chance, you know, I run out of that space, I can just, you know, move some of these over and then just kind of revise this again. However, I'm just doing Topps cards for now. So let's open up some of these binders so you guys can see what I have so far. Alright guys, so this is my Brooklyn binder, and this is what I'm doing with this theme and this binder, okay? So we're going to start it off with some team cards. Some vintage team cards, 56. This is actually a team card from 58. Because that's normally when they started making them. They didn't do them for 57. 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. Actually, that's 65. team cards from the 60s. You got some from the 70s, mid 70s right here, late 70s. I think that's 1980. And then I'm throwing in some just random cool Dodger cards, you know, from with the team. I just think that's pretty cool. So what I'm doing with my with this binder is the history of Dodgers for the most part. You can, you know, from the early 1950s to the present, as far as its theme format. For example, like the team cards right here. Here's another team card right there. Okay, this right here, starting off with some stadiums. We got some stickers, some logos. Check this out, guys. Pretty cool. My little banner, mini banner. So that's what this page is. Just some Dodger logos and stadiums. Some schedules. These are schedules that I had since I was a kid, except for this one right here, which was given to me. But all these schedules, I used to love buying them. Or actually not buying them, but I used to love getting them. I'd get them free at the gas stations at Dodger Stadium. It's just unfortunate that I don't think they make these anymore because everything's all digital, just like tickets. Here's some more. I do have a lot of tickets that I want to put in this binder too. I have a ton of tickets, a lot. So I've been to a lot of Dodger games, guys, a whole lot of Dodger games. So eventually I want to throw that into a binder. I just don't know how I'm going to do that yet. And I got to look for binder pages for those tickets. Playoffs. This is my playoffs cards right here. You got some from the early 50s right here. You got 55. Oh, obviously these are modern, but you'll see some vintage ones. Now I actually had a whole lot of vintage ones, but I threw them back into my binder. Once I get doubles, I'm gonna throw them back in here. So we go from there to playoffs. Here's some from '88 when they played the Red Sox. Some modern stuff. So all my playoff Dodger cards are right here. Some Dodger grades. Check this out, guys. How fun. Look at that. That feels like cloth right there. That's so cool. I love them. Some upper deck greats right there. Decided to put these right before I started doing the tops runs. All right. We're starting off with 52. These are my 52 doubles. You got the Bowman right there. You got 56 right there, 57. You're going to see a lot of empty spaces only because I'm just prepping them up. So when I get doubles, I can just go ahead and throw them in here. I did have some 1940s play balls in here, but I took them out and I put them on my binders. So eventually I'm going to get, you know, some pre-war stuff and throw them in here. This is, like I said, going to be pre-1959. And just whatever else I decide to throw in here, 40s, 30s, 20s, whatever I buy that's doubles are going to go in here. So this is my Brooklyn Dodger binder up until 1959. Let's open up the 60s. All right, guys, so this is my 1960s binder. Now, I don't have a whole lot of cards in here because I literally took out all my Dodger cards and put them in my set building. So they're all in there. So when I get doubles, they're just going to get thrown back in here. But for now, they're all in there. So you can see 1960 through 1969. You'll see some star players and Hall of Famers in here, which is okay with me because I'm trying to complete the team sets. But you'll see some pretty cool low-grade Hall of Famers, and I'll share that with you guys in a minute. You got some from 67. You got 68. And then 69. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Check this out. One of the reasons why I love low-grade baseball cards, for this reason right here. So I can just go ahead and throw this low-grade stuff and put them together with my team binders. That's the reason. One of many reasons why I love low-grade baseball cards. Okay, so, I got to take these out and put them in my YouTube binders. In fact, I got to make a YouTube binders and all these cool little notes that I get from you guys and just put them in there. All right, 1970s. Okay, my 1970s binder. Again, I don't have a whole lot of cards in here because, you know, they're all in my other binders. So when I get doubles, boom, they'll get thrown in here. Here's my low-grade Maury Wills. Damn, arts and crafts right there, guys, for sure. So 1970 through 1979. Here we got 73 right there. Shout out to Tony, Psyched On Baseball Cards. He gave me this little team set a long time ago. This is 1974 with some Trade It. And this is 79. So this is pretty much all I have. Very simple. Straightforward. All right, 1980s. All right, so the 1980s binder that I have, I'm pretty sure it's all complete from 80 to 89. I had a ton of early 80s, or actually all the 80s sets. And I kept all the Dodger cards and I just made a binder out of it. Now, I do have Fleer and Donruss in here, from the early 80s, and I'm thinking about just buying those complete already and then just throwing them in here because these are really, I love them. Donruss right here, 1981 Donruss. Photo looks all poor, but hey, they look pretty cool to me. Here's some Fleer. Now, in the late 80s, I do have some Donruss. However, I'm gonna do them like in autograph format only when I get them. I'll share that with you guys in a minute. But as you can tell, you know, some 82. I don't have a whole lot of 82. I believe 83. I don't have anything of 83. Yeah, see, Donruss. I got the complete set of tops for 83, but the Donruss, I only have a few of them. Again, same thing with the Fleer. Same thing with 84. I'm missing a whole lot of cards for 84 Donruss. And I should buy this set already completed too, because I love the 84 set in the designs. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, some Fleer right here. Complete set of that, I believe. Yep. Some 86, I believe. No, 85. This is 85 tops. 80. I think this is 86. Yeah, this is 86. Yeah. So these, yeah, these are complete. Again, 86, 87, 88. They're all complete. Here's the autograph formats that I was telling you about. Whenever I get them, I'm just gonna throw them in here. Keep any autographed Dodger cards that I get into the binders by the year. So let's look at 90s, 1990s. Okay, so for the 90s, it's a little difficult because I had stopped collecting, I think 97 or 98. So I don't have a whole lot of cards, Dodger cards. I do have the 90, 91, I believe 92, and maybe 93 already completed. That's 92 right here. Maybe not 93. But I do have a good handful of them. I love this set. I grew up with this set. Something about this set, you know, I really enjoyed. This is one of my favorite Mike Piazza's baseball cards, you know, from that set. I'm thinking about buying these on some hobby boxes and just opening little packs and just do them and pull all these Dodger cards by hand. I may not. I might just buy them already completed. But I don't have a whole lot of stuff from the 90s, only because, again, I had stopped collecting. And yeah, they're kind of hard to come by. So let's go to 2000s. Okay, so 2000s, same thing like in my late 90s. I am very unfamiliar with them because I was not collecting, so I had no idea what most of these cards look like in the 2000s until I started doing some research and until I started getting some care packages from you guys. Other than that, you know, I had no idea these cards were gold. I had no idea these cards were green. You know, I had no idea there was Topps Chrome. Yeah, again, I was not collecting in this time, so that's all I have for my 2000s. Okay, so this binder is 2010 through 2019. As you guys can see, towards the end of 2019, 18, 17, 16, you're going to see a whole lot of cards. And that's because I got back into collecting modern cards. I was not collecting any modern cards, you know, until I joined YouTube. You guys inspired me to go back and collect some modern cards. Now, I am throwing Topps Chrome in these as well whenever I get them. Anything Topps Chrome, I'm going to throw in here. That's the only exception, despite the autographs like I mentioned. But other than that, only Topps cards is what I'm doing. As you can see, I think this is 16. You know, I was buying a lot of product from 16, 17, 18. And yeah, I'm pretty excited that I have a whole lot of stuff on the wall that I have to open up still. And ready to throw those bad boys in here. So let's open up the last binder. It's 2020. All right, guys, so this is 2020 through 2029. Obviously, we're not in 29. We're in 23. So there's not going to be a whole lot of cards in here yet. By the way, I still have a lot of unopened products on my side right here that I have not opened up yet. So this is going to be very, very thin and very short because look at that. See, I don't have a whole lot of cards in here yet. So this is 2020, 2020 right here. And I want to give a shout out to all you guys, anybody who's ever sent me any care packages with included Dodger cards, because a lot of these cards I wouldn't have gotten at all. I wouldn't have even known about it. I didn't start collecting modern cards until I got back into YouTube, okay? And getting care packages from you guys allows me to create these themes on my Dodger binders because to me, this is really fun because it kind of gives you the history of the players and the teams and the years, and it just kind of reminds you of what you saw through the season, throughout your life. I don't know. I that's why I'm doing these Dodger binders. Now, what am I doing with the cards that are not in here? The ones that I took out. I'm creating a whole lot of other things, guys. So I'm putting those cards into use as well. Just FYI. Okay, just I'm gonna do a little binder update on you guys and show you guys what things I created. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun in my collection right now. I'm sorting all sorts of stuff right now as well. Very time consuming, but I'm having fun and I'm enjoying it. And the journey of showing that to you guys is priceless. So let me know what you guys think of my Dodger binders. Anything that I should, revise again. Anything I should do, don't do. Let me know. Are you guys doing the same thing? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys are doing. See you guys all later. Toodles.